Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to a brand new video. So in today's video, what we're going to do is we are going to go and recap all of the SBCs dropped yesterday and basically how I think this will affect the market and allow us to hopefully make some investments predicting the possible SBCs to get this week. So what's quite interesting is the SBCs they've picked aren't even the new packs they've added to the store. Well, not all of them at least. For example, the 86 is an SBC we've had many times this year. The interesting thing about the 86 is we had this SBC just last week, and this SBC needed 75 chemistry, 1 in form, and 84 rated. Well, they released it 2 weeks later, and it needs 1 team of the week, 83 rating, and 40 chemistry. So they've lowered the rating, they've lowered the chemistry, and it is just insanely cheap. Now, I'd expect an SBC like this every single day, but the thing about this is the requirements. Like, in fact, the requirements across the board are just absolutely crazy. For example, again, this has gone from, literally 84 rated to 83 rated in like a week, and 75 chemistry to 40 chemistry. We then move along to this pack right here, the 5x83, and this sort of SBC would normally maybe want like an 83 rated team, 50 chemistry, 1 team of the week. Maybe a little bit higher in the chemistry, or maybe even team of the weeks. But again, it wants 1 team of the week, 82 rated and 50 chemistry. That's nothing, absolutely nothing. And here's something which I generally find maybe even the craziest: is the Premier League Challenge. This is like your generic SBC. What does it want? It wants 30 chemistry. I don't think half the upgrade SBCs that have this year have even wanted 30 chemistry. That's insane. So there's a really weird trend. I mean, you can kind of tell what the trend is, obviously, that EA want really low chemistry. Now, the reason they want really low chemistry is it just broadens up the pool of players that can be used in an SBC. EA have 3 tools to make an SBC expensive. 1, team of the weeks. 2, high rating. 3, high chemistry. And they normally require the chemistry because, again, it normally means you have to use a smaller pool of players. Smaller pool of players, aka less supply, equal demand. The players should rise more than if they had, a wide pool of players, which is low chemistry. So the real question is, and the real gamble is, are they going to do this throughout the whole of this promo? Now, I'm expecting daily SBCs in both that section and this section every single day. On top of that, some road to final player SBCs and so on and so on. So, yeah, really the gamble is, do we think they're going to go low chemistry, or do we think they're going to change up to high chemistry? Because if we go back to what they did earlier in the year with Team of the Year, if I can go to SBCs, what they did earlier in the Team of the Year is throughout the whole week they wanted 83 rated, 75 chemistry. And then right at the end of the week, they went, actually, they did change the SBC up. They wanted 84 rating and 40 chemistry. So here it is. So throughout the whole week, time after time after time, this is pre-team of the year, not pre-team of the season, they wanted these requirements. And then right at the end, where they could have easily have done those requirements and scaled them up, what they actually went and did was they went and almost gave us an SBC as cheap. And that was 1 team of the week, 84 rating and 40 chem, rather than this requirement of 83 rating and 75 chem. Sorry, it wasn't as cheap. But you can see how they're utilising both the different sort of requirements. Here, high chemistry. Here, higher rating and the team of the week. So this is basically why you might want to gamble that they're going to go higher chemistry. But the problem with the gamble of the high chemistry is the players that offer the high chemistry are still inflated. For example, if we go with some very renowned high chem offering fodder like a Canales, we can still see that this card is still very inflated from the weekend. I mean, it goes down to prices such as 1.8 at 2.2, and then peaks up here at 4K and 3.4. Well, I mean, he's not even down on PlayStation, but he is down a little bit on Xbox. So buying cards like this are a little bit risky, because if we go day after day after day of low chemistry SBCs, well, then what's going to happen with these players is they're going to drop, and they're going to drop, and they're going to drop. Which leaves you with a few options for the SBCs. One, you can gamble that they're going to need high chemistry. I wouldn't do that. The second one you can do is you can't really gamble on Team of the Weeks. We actually really lucked out with Team of the Weeks. I went and put 10 million coins in them during the day for 13.5k. And right now these guys are all up to 20k. So I probably turned over and made a nice little, I don't know, like a 3 million coin profit on like a 10-hour flip. So yeah, really happy with they are. I'm actually selling these because what I'm happy to do is, even though they need a team week every other day, I'm happy to sell these and go and reinvest in the players I'm about to show you. So there are a few different ways you can go. First off, is if you do want to back the high chemistry, what you can do is, because 83s are pretty inflated that offer high chem, because 84s are quite inflated that offer high chem, you can just go with the best 82s, because 82s do normally pass on and, you know, end up being expensive when they need a high chemistry. So you can see right here, these cards are 1k, and, you know, if they need low chemistry, perfect. These cards are near discard. If they need high chemistry, perfect. The cards are near discard, but they have the utility of high chemistry. So some of the guys that can do a little bit better when high chem is needed is someone like Kaloglu. So again, you can pick this guy up for about 1.2k, and we can see right there he hits 2k when there's an SBC needing high chem. We can see right there he hit 2k when he had a high chem, an SBC needing high chem. We can see it 3.5k when there was an SBC needing high chem, 2.6k, and the list of these players, I guess I'll just roll them off right now, are players again that are near discard, can do well if there isn't chemistry needed, and can do well if there is chem needed. This is what I've also been investing on some of my other accounts, and what I actually plan on investing over on this PlayStation account where I'm selling the informs. So, the players that do well is... So, Danny Olm's a little bit hit and miss, but he has done pretty well in the past. Fabio Ruiz is good. He's got that Spanish utility. There's not many Serie A centimids and CDMs around about the 82 to 84 mark, or at least 82 and 83 mark. Eriksen's pretty decent. Nothing else right there. Now, Neto's got the utility of both being needed for SBCs and generic SBCs, although we haven't actually seen any generic SBCs with the Team of Season, I guess, hype promo, which is interesting. I think again, the way of Isco's good. Obviously, got that Spanish La Liga utility. Gabriel Palisa's not bad. Madison's not too bad. As I say, Kaloglu's very good. Locatelli's good. High-rated non-rares from major leagues. And I literally said it earlier with the Fabian, there's a lack of CDMs to centre mid to, from the Serie A who are 82 and 83 rated. Pepe's done pretty well in the past, but he's a little less consistent. Guy's not bad. Golini's decent. Duron is really, really good. You can see we're getting a little bit more expensive here, but Diego Carlos is decent. Hermoso's decent. Pau Torres is decent. And then you can also do this with the 83s. I'll be honest with you, there's actually a fair few 83s that are near discard that I'd say are decent and can offer a bit of decent chemistry. Weghorst is decent as a high-rated non-rare. Højbjerg is good. Gossens is good. Mickey T. Sticky's good. Hernandez is good. Eduardo Mendy at 1.5k, that's beautiful. Gabriel Jesus right there at 1.5k is good. So Aspilicueta there at 1.6. Again, you are slightly buying inflated at 1.6, but it's, you know, it's the gamble you want to take. I mean, 1.3 at 1.6 actually isn't too bad. A 300 coin inflation, bear in mind there's not really any packs being open this weekend, I don't think is too bad. I don't think you'll be able to get fully at the prices of last week, but you should be able to hopefully get close. Matip's not bad when it comes to 1.9, but again, when you're looking at stuff like Gaia, these guys do a lot better when high chem is needed, but this is the whole reason why you buy the 82s. It's because these guys are, you know, like at least a K right there, more than what he normally is. So maybe give it 2 or 3 more days with lower chemistry, and these players will do pretty well. But 82s and 83s are where it's at. Well, where I think it's the best ROI. I actually think there are some 84s that aren't looking too bad. These cards have, you know, managed to drop quite nicely actually. I think we were looking like a Digny earlier, and Digny was down at 4k, which, you know, for Digny is actually a pretty decent price. Where are we going? See what we've got near the bottom. Like Tielemans. Tielemans has popped off quite a lot recently, and I don't know if he's hit much lower than 4k. No, so he's hit 3.7. I mean, 3.7, and it was 5.4 just yesterday. This is perfect. The sole players where they've had a massive drop in the last 2 days are, yeah, an absolutely, you know, great investment right there. You know, we see multiple times 5k, 5.5k, 5.8k, 7.4k. This guy's also 4k, which is the relevance of that is if we go look at the cheapest 84s, they are 3.7, 3.8. So he's 200 coins more than discard. Does well when high chemistry is needed. So that's pretty decent. Again, I'll give you a list of players right now. Tielemans is really good. Fernando's really good. Shaw's good. Hendog's good. Maguire's good. Digny's good. Sabitza's good. Pereira's good. We're getting a little bit higher, so try and go a little bit cheaper than the prices you're seeing here. Trippier, Werner, Foden, Brozovic, Mionganong. And then, again, we're starting to get really too inflated. Obviously, if you see a nice drop in Fekir, that'd be decent. But yeah, I'd try and keep it, the 4k mark's really good. And again, the easiest thing to do to kind of work out, oh, am I buying a card too inflated, is just go look here and go and say, well, he goes down to 3.7. So if he goes down to 3.7, but he goes up here at 5, here at 5, here at 5, here at 6 even, you know, he's not bad. Bear in mind, I'm only buying 400 coins inflated. Yes, he might drop 400 coins if he isn't needed the next day or two, but I would be quite surprised if they, you know, don't eventually start changing up the requirements. You've also at the moment potentially got people opening packs due to weekend league, and that should slow down as the week goes on. Only worry is UCL marking matchups on the Tuesday, but I think that is going to go and wrap it up. So basically, you can look at 82s that are near discard, 83s that are near discard, and 84s that are near discard, and try and find players that rise, every single week for the SBCs. But wouldn't go into Canales, Gaia, Sandro, those sort of players are just too inflated. Even the likes of Fekir and Navas wouldn't be touching them, especially with the chance of them potentially not requiring high chemistry. When it comes to informs, I've personally sold off my informs because I think, I do think they will potentially go to like 25k, but I think right now I'd take the profit we're looking at right now. When something does decently, I'd like to sell it and then get into the next thing really. But yeah, really, really excited for the week. I think this SBC format they're doing is really, really good. I love consistent SBCs. This SBC being done again every other day allows the informs to rise. This is also why the discard 82s are good, because this SBC, because of the requirements of an 82 rated team, and this is being done every 2 days by give or take everybody. This it gives a decent floor for the 82s because they're just going to consistently be demanded. And again, if this SBC is anything to run by, 82s and 83s that are near discard are going to consistently be demanded. So that is that. Hopefully, it's helped you guys with a bit of investing. So I've still got my account of Hector's, which I've got about 13 million in him. I could go and sell them to invest in these because I'll be honest, these will have a higher ROI than Hector. It just is a case of me buying another 4,000 cards or something stupid like that. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm already about 6,000 cards deep, so lucky me. But thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.